Galactic Federation, June 9, 2010. Selamat. We arrive ready to discuss many things with you. Right now, the Dark and its minions are working hard to keep your old reality intact. And this involves some heinous machinations that are proving to be quite a challenge for them. Their world was based on economies and governments run by secret deals, illicit manipulation, and habitual distortion of the facts. This way of running your societies has now hit significant snags. Your economies and the viability of many major governments have been so warped by this systemic malfeasance that these institutions are no longer capable of deceiving all of the people all of the time. And so, great anger has grown up among the people, along with a deep desire to alter this self-serving mess into something that actually benefits the world. Our Earth allies see this and thus have doubled their efforts to replace with legal constructs the illegitimate shambles the Dark has wrought. This operation can turn the populace anger and frustration into love and help for each person on the globe. All that remains is to manifest it in right, divine order. Right. Divine order means that this change corresponds to all the other changes that are poised to radically alter the beautiful, blue-green orb you live on. Change is happening simultaneously in your natural environment, your global societies, your solar system, and your sun. Mother Earth watches this and has pronounced to her spiritual hierarchy that some major transformations are now de rigueur. These will affect your level of consciousness and profoundly alter the reality you live in. The Dark has failed to advise you of these much-needed reforms and pursues a course of action to use your mounting anger to their advantage. Rest assured that all the Cabal's dark plots are doomed. We have seen these Cabalists use every trick to defer the inevitable. They have cooked the books of many governments, banks, and corporations, and have got their ubiquitous puppets to proclaim that the needed banking and economic reforms are to be delayed. Behind this ploy lies their desperation to see the mess they created simply disappear. This is not going to happen. Our Earth allies have done good work for this world. We have helped them put together a series of legal devices that effectively replace the current unlawful governmental and economic structures with ones that are lawful and that pave the way for your own galactic society. Many serious problems presently affect your planet. We have helped you by putting forth solutions to these problems, and these are to be found within your internet community. We hereby challenge you to demonstrate your innate courage and strength by taking this opportunity to reclaim your great natural powers. Example: regarding the monumental oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, technology exists that has been used previously to safely and non-toxically solve this kind of problem. Clue: it exists as a ready-to-go technology and can be found in 2 places in the United States. Come together and use your resources and creativity to find this technology, and then put it to use to address this disaster. You possess the drive and resourcefulness to bring this outrage in the Gulf to an ecologically safe conclusion. What we are proposing is a project of global proportions by which you can take back your power and prove just how effective you are when you work collectively toward a goal. This operation can demonstrate to you that you are a force to be reckoned with. Our Earth allies are working hard to oust several major regimes and set up the new global economic system. As we said, this job is almost done and awaits the right time to be manifested. The above proposed project is an opportunity to participate in trouncing the Dark Cabal once and for all. You are a global army for peace, wealth, and rising consciousness which has lain dormant for eons. Once the long-awaited announcements begin, this army can be unleashed and get to feel the joy of its first victory over the Dark, and then take an active part in what is subsequently to unfold. Use this momentum to support the new, interim governance and participate in the return to freedom and prosperity. Mother Earth continues to increase activity on her surface areas. Volcanoes are reaching pre-eruption and eruption stages all across your globe. Likewise, Earthquake activity remains on the upswing. Our monitoring of the various danger zones on the planet indicates that you must be ready for another round of major quakes. For their part, the Dark Ones have been using various exotic technologies to disturb Mother Earth's upper atmosphere, and this has been having a very deleterious effect on the lower atmosphere. The intention here is to create conditions conducive to spreading disease around the planet. The Dark's use of heavy metals created dire situations in the past that led to our intervention in these programs from time to time. Our next move is to time the interim government's various announcements with an action that will shut down these illicit secret government bases. The Dark intends to destabilize Mother Earth and use this calamity to stay in power. Our Algarthan brethren have watched this insanity closely and have prevented this treachery from getting anywhere near success. The extent of the panic among the ruling groups of this cabal caused a whole series of equally harebrained schemes to be okayed. Their most ambitious operation is a project to attack Galactic Federation bases that are undersea or much closer to the surface than the Algarthan realm, using technology supplied to them by their former Anchara alliance partners. This cabal forged ahead with schemes to penetrate our bases and attack our scout ships. These operations failed, and only led to situations that demonstrated the huge gulf between our technology and theirs. These fiascos escalated their panic level and showed them in no uncertain terms that their fall is imminent. These ever-accumulating setbacks have infused these Dark Ones with desperation. As this grows, we watch them crisscrossing the planet in pursuit of succor, but their pleas are discounted at every turn and their former allies leave them in the dust to fend for themselves. This cold shouldering from former cohorts further emphasizes the fact that their demise is at hand. When the end comes, we are ready to provide all the records needed by our Earth allies to prosecute them swiftly and legally. You are to move rapidly out of the present turmoil into a more prosperous realm where a number of amazing technologies are to be given to you. Use these well to show your respect for Mother Earth and to help your fellows to better understand how they are to be transformed into fully conscious beings of light. First contact is in the air. Many things are happening which promise to open the door to disclosure. As the power of the Dark fades, be ready to act. Be prepared to serve as a focal point for disclosure and for first contact. Earlier in this message, we asked you to look around on the internet and in your communities for solutions to the catastrophic oil spill in the Gulf. We gave you a clue about where to find the already existing solution. Use this challenge to prepare yourselves to be civilian ambassadors for first contact. Come together in informal groups to begin with the goal of brainstorming important questions and organizing action groups to find solutions. Then form networks to blast this information out to the world. Today, we introduced a new concept for you to ponder. We request that you take us up on this exercise to enhance your trust and confidence and develop self-empowerment. Let us together change the dire contents of your daily news. Let disclosure, truth, and creative solutions finally get an airing. Let us together build the unstoppable momentum for first contact to manifest. Know, dear ones, in your heart of hearts that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan, Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1, and be enjoy.